This is things you might ought to know, and there's some you might not know. Jane McCarthy is there. I am Jacob Payne. Did you know today was Friday, November the 1st, 2024? Yes, we are sort of stuck in a really, really deep, intense sugar coma from last night's Halloween festivities. Yes, we gave out a lot of candy, but we ate a lot of candy as well because it's only fair. I paid for it. So a little bit lagging, a little bit dragging, a little bit of a for the day, but the people for November 1st deserve their fun stuff, and the birthday anniversaries and things for today need to be told. And today's celebration is a great celebration to kind of get you off that sugar high. So we're going to get to that. So let's get to that. Now, the picture you see in the teaser thing, it's grainy, it's fuzzy, it's old because it's a grainy, fuzzy old photo. This is a a a simpler time, maybe not a sweeter time, a different time, and it's Jenny McCarthy. It's McCarthy time, who's 52 years old on the day. A model, a comedian, an actress, and of course, one of the people that brought us a generational type phenomenon that was singled out on MTV. When MTV still had music, but had things that were relevant to culture, even was just kind of horny guys trying to get dates on TV and kind of hang out and rub next to Jane McCarthy. But she's done very good for herself. She's accomplished producer and actress. She's married to one of the Wahlbergs, the drug-free one, if I believe so, and is still thriving in Hollywood. Also thriving in Hollywood is her birthday twin, Toni Collette, who is 52 years old, a great actress who everyone, every time she pops in something, it's like, wow, she is awesome. More Toni Collette. I agree to him wholeheartedly. More Tim Cook. I can live without more Tim Cook. But the man behind Apple now is 64 years old, and he's been driving the bus for the Mac brand for quite some time, keeping things straight. Right now, they're having some financial issues. I guess you would say the stock isn't as great as it has been, but they have brand new issues, brand new phones, brand new things, trying to right the ship, keep things going for the Apple brand. We'll see how he goes with that one. But right now, it's not about Apple. It's about Tim himself. Tim Cook, 64, author wishes to Toni Collette and Jane McCarthy. Happy birthday to that birthday trio for this day, the first day of November, the 11th month. We're almost done with the year so far. Let's get into some history lessons on the first day of November. On this day in 1800, 1800 exactly, U.S. President John Adams became the first president of the United States to live in the executive mansion. You may know it as the White House. First person to actually get into the house that was built for the executive of the United States, the American king, if you will, was John Adams in 1800. Of course, we fought the battles in 1776 to start the whole revolution. It took a little while to win that revolution, get some money, find some land, of course, in the middle of a swamp, and build the gosh darn thing that right now two other people are fighting to live in. One for the second time, one for the first time, although she visited for a while. We'll see if any one of them are actually worthy of it. We'll leave that to the other show. Let's move this step to 1870. Excuse me. In the United States, the Weather Bureau, which is later known as the National Weather Service, makes official meteorological forecast. So we have this commercial or this promo for one of the news stations about how they are the most accurate news since whatever, since sliced bread or something like that. Basically, which is kind of hard to quantify. They've been tracking news on a national basis, not just small almanac stuff, since the 1800s, tracking weather all the time, but actually keeping a log of it since 1870, where they started the first national official forecast. There you go. And McDonald's in the news for not so great things today, doing something much better for the environment back in 1990, where they announced replacing styrofoam burger boxes with paper containers. If you're under 35, hell, if you're under 40, you might need to Google that because back in the day, McDonald's burgers came in these big old styrofoam things because plastic is awesome or something. Let's move on to our word of the day. Today's word is petrichor. 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 I can't say my own word. Petrichor. So, other than the fact that I can't seem to pronounce it, it's a distinct scent, usually described as earthy, pleasant, or sweet, produced by rainfall on a very dry ground. Walking through the woods after the rain, he was enveloped by a calming petrichor that seemed to cleanse the soul. I'm not sure about any petrichors or cleansing the soul today, but it's a word that you probably don't have in your vocabulary. Try to use it. That is your challenge. More words like this at the Big Words Project. Go to thebigwordsproject.com. See how you can learn more big words and help readers in Arkansas, young children in Arkansas, read more by buying some of our vocabulary books there at that site. Now, go to our daily affirmation, which I can read much better because these words are not as hyphenated. Miracles happen in my life every day. This is an affirmation that you can use for yourself to promote a positive mindset for yourself by expecting miracles because they happen every day. Individuals are more likely to adopt a positive outlook on life, which can influence their overall happiness and well being. This is something that I have to remind myself personally every day that, when things aren't looking great, when I'm looking at a problem, literally at a problem that's math, if because I deal with a lot of programming and I can't figure out why the X and Y's don't Z so well. Miracles happen every day. Someone can come in and look at this equation. Someone come in and look at this program. Someone can see this little bit of code that looks a little off, and they can make magic happen for other folks. It's amazing how much little bits of codes run our lives, and that's a miracle in itself. But the miracle that things can be fixed is always there. The miracles that I want to sound preachy, but you're trying to make the most out of a month, and you finally get to it and reset. That's a miracle. People come into your lives that help you out, that help you go through things, or people that come into your lives that are going through things that you have the ability to help and learn from. Those are miracles. Miracles happen every day in your life, in my life. So you should look for those to raise your mindset to a positive, not a negative. More on affirmations by clicking the link in this presentation. And you can get my book on this one, 100 Daily Affirmations for Positivity and Confidence. I'm a multifaceted author, multifaceted person. It's all over the place. Let's get into a celebration. Good times come on for Cinnamon Day. What other spice and holidays are more deserved than cinnamon? None. Cinnamon's basically all over the place. Quintessential, so says my notes here. It fills homes, the smell of it, with the welcoming scents like none other. And for generations, cinnamon elicits fond memories of holidays and family. It sweetens apple pies. There's a base for pumpkin spice. That's what you're into. And with just a touch, it kisses the snickerdoodle just as well. Raise a toast on your cinnamon toast on a chilly evening and with a frosty beverage, and cinnamon preserves all bounty of seasons long. Cinnamon is actually not only just great for the flavor, it actually is a preservative. And one of the early preservatives that the people found out to make things last a bit longer and have a little extra flavor to that one. Also has some effects on people and your blood sugar, so it's actually good for you. Don't stop taking your insulin, but blood sugar effect, and people taking cinnamon is a good thing. Today is National Cinnamon Day. Celebrate it with a little cinnamon on your life, maybe a cinnamon scone, pumpkin spice latte if you must, cinnamon toast if you have the time. But it takes a lot of time to make good cinnamon toast. Cinnamon toast crunch, I guess. Today's sponsor is the chess store. I'm going to take this real quick because in the last show and things you might not have heard, I had to do a little quick sort of mumble jumble magic to switch things over because I want to promote something here for next week. But today's actual sponsor is the chess store at thisisconversationproject.com/, the chess store. We want you to check it out because they have great chess accessories, great chess sets, and great customer service to get you into your chess game. Now, chess is a great game to learn, easy to learn. It's actually not so hard to learn, but to become a master, become really good at it because it helps you with your critical thinking. You might want to take a little time and take some effort to get to it. And getting a nice, beautiful chess set is a great way to do that because playing over a great, beautiful chess set does help. And if you're into travel chess or tournament chess, they have sets that are there that are good for travel, good for tournaments. Don't just look like cheap plastic things you throw out there on the table to work with. Check them out at the chess store. This is conversationproject.com/, the chess store for the chess store. And when you get there, you'll see by using this link, it's an affiliate link. It will allow you to get a small commission from your buy. It costs you nothing extra, but you can help us keep things on the road here for the Conversation Project. Now, a very quick screen share shift as we talk about a sponsor for next week, getting ahead of ourselves. But this week, I published a book. The book is called Outlet Network Manifesto, using citizen power to make your voice and vote actually count in national politics. And it's not just about national politics, but it's sort of I'm giving it the national politics juice to get things going. we published this book. I say we because a couple folks that were behind the conversation that created the Now What Network, an actual website at nowwhat.network, where you'll find information on how to stay engaged in politics and with politicians. Because once you put them in office, they tend to do what they do. They forget that you put them in office and they do what the hell they want to do. This are 10 tips, 10 ways in the book specifically to help keep you engaged and them engaged, and you informed and them informed on what you want them to be informed about. That's in the book. They're also at the website, which will go on forever as long as we can keep essentially the domain up, more tips, more conversation, more things going on. And we're hoping to do some time where we're actually talk to some people who are in the business of politics or political science or just looking at things and seeing what they're seeing out there, seeing how things are working, and both sides sort of things, seeing what folks from a right leaning, left leaning folks are seeing with those kind of things. So you can help out by buying the book. The book is at Amazon. Look for the Now What Network Manifesto at Amazon. It got published a few days ago. Next week, we'll be offering up in Kindle form for free. So if you wait till next week, that is fine. But it's $10 in paperback and $5 for Kindle. Or of course, you have Kindle Unlimited. It's always free there as well. Check it out today, or you can wait till next week. We'll do a lot of heavy promotion for this because we're going to get a little bit political for things you might want to know next week because most important election ever, yada, yada, blah, blah, all that great stuff. Now, shift back to the other one. Like I said, and check out our partners. You saw the scroll for the partners beneath us. If I had some more partners, I'd have more people to help us out, and we do all these awkward things, and we can do them for me. Just saying, just throwing it out there, just putting it out there for the universe to manifest itself back to us. If you're not too thrown off by the raggediness and the thrown offness of today, we ask you for three things. In this video, you get more things you might want to know that are the fun things, birthdays, history lessons, and the things to celebrate. Or you're looking for the bigger mission of the site, the website, which is of course news and conversation. Like the videos you're seeing out there so people can see what's going on there and they will more than likely join in with you. Share them with people that you know who are going to like them so they will see and more likely join in with you. And if you're one of those people who saw this because of social proof of lots of likes on a video or someone shared it with you, subscribe, hit notifications so that when we do this thing, this goes out live about 6 o'clock, 6:05 every weekday morning. And then the main show goes out live at 5:30, where we give you news articles, news updates from the previous day. You'll see it live or you'll see it in your feeds on YouTube, on X, on Facebook as it's presented. Issues with Facebook this week, so we're not on there all this week, but you see all the links going forward. Also, follow us on our feeds on Facebook, on X, on Threads, and you can get a chance to tell us what stories to talk about. You do the news gathering. Well, I do news gathering, you do news picking, and we pick it all together at the end going forward. With that, we wrap up for the week with things you might ought to know. This is Friday, November the 1st, 2024. I am Jake Payne. I thank you so much for being with us for this jaunt around fun stuff today. And if you were with us earlier or in the recorded version for any of our news hits, our news clips, or things you might not have heard, we thank you for supporting us there as well. Go to our website. This is theconversationproject.com and see more about what we do every single day in all of these things. And send me an email, conversation inbox gmail.com, so I know what we're doing right. We split this up into two things to keep the one show from being 40, 50 minutes long, which is great. But now some people are having trouble finding the two pieces when they don't pop in live. So let us know what we can do to give you what you want, because it's all about what you're looking for. It is a news coverage that is, fair, mostly fair and balanced, and it is also commentary that tries to be straight down the middle as best as possible. With that, we bid you adieu. The weekend show is going to be maybe delayed. We have some family issues to get to. It's a funeral to attend this weekend, so we'll see about the weekend show. And of course, prepping for Monday show, unless something really big happens. We shall be here Monday with this and things you might not have heard. So, from all the friends and family that do work around here for things for the Conversation Project, I thank you. I bid you adieu. We shall see you again in the live form, recorded live form, come Monday.